Alright, get ready. This is part 1 of a VOD I am just about to do. This is Nada versus Bisu, and this is going to be a very good game. This was part of the Blizzard Convention Worldwide Invitational, and if you haven't already realized, this was where they announced StarCraft 2, which I'm pretty excited about. We see Nada here, and Bisu down here. This is going to be a Protoss versus Terran, and it should be a very good match. Though Bisu's Protoss versus Terran isn't the greatest, he has shown some pretty innovative techniques, such as one of the games I saw in which he did a really fast tech to Dark Templars and Shuttles, and he totally destroyed Nada. So, word to Team Liquid, I am Superior Wolf, and also I will try and incorporate some of the stuff that you guys wanted me to do. A lot of you guys wanted me to go a little bit more into depth with the strategy, and some of you wanted me to go more into depth with the, or just more yelling and screaming and stuff. So I'll try and do both these. And though these games aren't live, these are games that I have not seen before, and I hope this will be a good game. It is on the map Longinus, and you may have to turn up the audio a little bit. I'm not quite sure if the recording system is working properly at this point. So right now we see Bisu doing a standard 8 pylon 10 gateway, and soon he'll get an assimilator, as well as Nada is getting his refinery at this point as well. If you are a Protoss or a Terran player, you would know that a Terran versus Protoss or Protoss versus Terran, you need to get an early gas to support your units, which in late game include lots of tanks and mech, and for Protoss, Dark Templar or High Templar, and also mostly we will see Zealots and Dragoons, and then possibly Reavers as well. So we see that the cybernetics core was going up, very standard play by both of them. After they get an assimilator, they create their cybernetics core. And we see the probe is going to scout. Bisu will find Nada, as you can see it's already going there. And you should always remember to scout. I can't say I agree with the placement of Bisu's buildings right now, because that one pylon is powering a lot of buildings. So he's going to get a new pylon very shortly though, so it should be okay. You see that Nada is not going to fast expand on this. Lots of Terrans like to fast expand on Longinus because there is a 3 wall. You can put a barracks, supply depot, and then you can wall and then fast expand. I'd have to say this is a very good strategy, as it gets your economy started, and it's very good for your economy late game, but in the early game it's not too good, and it's a little risky in early game. So he's just gonna do his regular stuff. The factory is also being created at this point, and the SCV is doing some scouting. You see that the Terran always creates a couple of Marines before they do anything, before they get lots of tanks. And we see an academy going up right now. It's a bit of a strange build. Academies are mostly used for upgrading Marines. Upgrading Marines includes the ranged shells and also the stim packs, and they are also used to create scanners. These comsat stations, or scanners as I said, are very useful in scouting as well as detecting invisible units and armies that your opponent has. So we see right now Nada is creating a pretty large amount of Marines. He already has 5, his 6th one is coming out very shortly. Not quite sure what he's going to do at this point. He doesn't have a second barracks yet, so it doesn't really imply if he's doing a Marine build, which is okay, but not the best choice. We see that these Marines are coming out, supported with the tank and a medic, and these Dragoons are forced to retreat. Marines are sometimes good early game against Protoss, as they take 4 shots to die. But with this tank support and this medics, they're very deadly in early game to Dragoons, because Dragoons need to have a little bit larger numbers in order to fend off these kind of units. But if you micro it well, it shouldn't be a problem at all, because Marines do very little damage to Dragoons as well. So you see both of them are expanding at this point. Nada is taking his expansion, and we see a vulture is coming out. These vultures will be used to harass the enemy. The probes are one of the main targets that it's going to use. And you see right now he's laying mines. These mines will effectively be able to stop any early Dark Templar attacks, and also provide some good scouting. These mines will be able to see where the enemy is coming. You'll see that Nada will probably plant mines at every choke point to his base. And these also are good against Dark Templars, as I said before, because they can attack invisible units if they see them moving. And right now the vultures are just going around doing some scouting. The expansion for Bisu is complete, and Nada's expansion is also going to be finished very shortly. As well, the second factory is finally coming up for Nada. And I'd say that if he did not get those early 5 or 6 Marines with the tank and the medic, then he would have definitely not have been able to hold his expansion. By doing this, he was able to get his expansion up. You see that Bisu was taking the advantage of putting a little pressure on Nada with his dragoons, and he took an expansion. We see a citadel of a dune coming up, as well as an observatory for observers. The citadel of a dune will definitely be used to make speed lots, or in other words, they will get the speed upgrade for the zealots. And zealots really need speed upgrades, because lots of times they'll either be used as zealot bombs when you take a shuttle and you drop them in the middle of a Terran army, because usually Terrans don't have any anti-air, or very little at least, and the tanks and mines will do friendly fire. We see Bisu is also getting a very fast expansion at this point at the double gas. I don't know if this is the version with the double gas. It seems like it is. We see the 4th gateway for Bisu is also coming up. And as I said before, speed zealots are also very useful, as they can... Oh, this part is ending right now, sorry.